from Diddy, from Jay-Z, and from these celebrities. Jay-Z is a cuckold, right? He likes to watch Beyonce with other men.
Nicki Minaj stayed silent about Jay-Z for a while, but now she's back swinging hard. And this time, she's dragging his past into the spotlight. She's been going at Jay ever since he allegedly cut her out of her title stake. And now that Roc Nation's been siding with Cardi B, Nicki's got zero chill. She's spilling talk about how Jay was allegedly involved with men back in the day, and people are losing their minds over it. When Nicki decides to get petty, she doesn't stop halfway. She goes straight to the bottom and climbs back up with proof in hand. This round, it looks like she came locked, loaded, and ready.
I know who I fuck with, y'all know who I don't fuck with. Period and period.
Nicki Minaj didn't hold back. She straight up called Jay-Z jealous, bitter, and the type to block bags from the shadows while preaching about black excellence. She said just because he keeps quiet in public doesn't mean he isn't out here pulling strings behind the scenes to hold her back.
That's exactly why Nicki says she's exposing him now, before things get too dangerous for her. And when she said that, the internet knew exactly what kind of warning she was dropping.
That Jay-Z has exhibited signs of envy, jealousy, hate, and stopping bags behind the scenes, allegedly. Why is it always the same story? So that means Nas...
Everything kicked off again after an old clip of Jay-Z and Diddy went viral. The two of them on stage together at a concert, looking way too comfortable. In the video, Diddy strolls up to Jay, gives him a few playful slaps on the cheek, and walks off like nothing happened. What really got folks talking was how Jay didn't even flinch. He just laughed it off and kept vibing like it was no big deal. At first, people brushed it off as just two longtime friends joking around. But once all those wild stories about Diddy's private life started flooding the internet, that same video hit different. Suddenly, fans were rewatching it like detectives, wondering if there was something deeper going on between those two New York powerhouses. And even though Jay-Z has never come out saying or doing anything that would clearly hint he's on the down low, people swear they noticed a shift in his energy once the fame, money, and influence kicked in. The man went from hustler to mogul, and some say his confidence started showing a whole new side. One of the first things fans noticed was Jay-Z's big switch-up, his hair. People couldn't help but say he was clearly channeling Jean-Michel Basquiat, the legendary artist whose wild, unpolished look became iconic. Basquiat never publicly defined his sexuality, but close friends and former lovers described him as fluid, someone who moved freely through every circle with charm and mystery. So when Jay popped out rocking the same hairstyle, folks started connecting the dots fast. Rumor has it Jay saw himself in Basquiat's rebellious energy, a creative genius who broke the rules and didn't care what anyone thought. To top it off, Jay reportedly dropped a massive $4.2 million on one of Basquiat's paintings, almost like he was trying to channel that same spirit for himself. The resemblance wasn't just about style. People swear it was a statement.
So you image yourself after a gay painter. The big homie want to look like a gay painter.
What are we talking about here?
We're talking about Basquiat. He wants to look like a gay painter.
So could that mean Jay-Z was slowly showing a side of himself he'd been keeping tucked away all these years? Fans started digging and came across an old interview where one of Lil' Kim's exes sat down with Wendy Williams to spill tea about rappers on the down low. And when Wendy pushed him to name names, he didn't even hesitate. Not for a second. He just dropped it right there on live TV, saying one of those names was none other than Sean Jay-Z Carter. The crowd was stunned, and the internet hasn't stopped replaying that clip since.
Let's start naming names.
What do you mean, Jay-Z,
How?
Puff, 50, Russell Simmons? Where you want to go with this thing?
I'm not surprised. Keep going. I'm flinching. I'm poofing up my hair, everybody, in that way of saying, look, he's not saying anything new to me. Go ahead, world.
Exactly. All them dudes, man. All them dudes, but...
Ja Rule and 50. What's that all about?
Wow. You know they beefing over a homo.
Shut up. I mean, keep talking.
Yeah, they beefing over a homo.
Through all this chaos, Nicki Minaj has been one of the only people bold enough to challenge Jay-Z head-on, saying there might actually be some truth behind those whispers. But things really took a wild turn when Rihanna's former publicist, Jonathan Hay, jumped in and basically confirmed what everyone's been hinting at. He claimed that plenty of folks in the industry already knew about Jay-Z's secret life, and even said he personally saw Jay and DJ Khaled caught up in what he described as bisexual activity. Jonathan didn't stop there either. He said he's shocked they haven't come clean yet, especially in an era where everyone's supposedly all about honesty, transparency, and living your truth.
When you hear that, or is that like, are you surprised when you hear information like that?
I'm surprised when it comes to, Jay-Z, especially because it's, like Beyonce, but it's pretty normal. Surprisingly, it's an industry that's very dominated by sex and drugs, right? And it's out there, like nobody's hiding it. Like, so if people would be, like shocked, if we're shocked, we're not really paying attention to the music and videos and images that we're listening to because it's right in front of our face. But anyways, Cameron was one of the first people to speak out against Jay-Z, right? When he was dissing him 20 years ago, talking about Jay-Z being gay. Listen to his diss talking about Jay-Z like a man, talking about Jay-Z being shady. Like, everybody's known Jay-Z's been wicked for years. And I know that he's freaking out because they've seen what's going on with Diddy. Absolutely, Jay-Z's next.
Jonathan didn't hold back. He went even further, claiming he once saw Jay-Z getting intimate with a trans woman that Jay allegedly knew was trans. The twist? Word is, all this was happening while he was already married to Queen Bey herself. Fans can't believe it, and some are saying there's no way Beyonce doesn't know what's really going on when she's not around. Jaguar Wright even jumped in with her own bombshell, saying that Beyonce might be bisexual too, which could explain why she's never spoken up about Jay's alleged hookups with other men. The internet's been spinning ever since, and everyone's trying to figure out just how deep this story really goes.
Handpicked by my very good friend, Terry Lynn Carrington, Dr. Terry Lynn Carrington, who put together Beyonce's entire female band, which was Matthew Knowles' idea because he couldn't get Beyonce to stop people. Guess you didn't know your daughter well enough because she just started all the girls. Impulse control issues? I don't know.
As wild as Jonathan's claims sound, Nicki Minaj swears he's got no reason to make this stuff up. She says nobody risks their name or safety just for kicks. Nicki and a few other rappers have allegedly seen that double life Jay-Z's been living once the cameras stopped rolling, so for them, none of this is brand new. Nicki's been straight up taunting him lately, posting those AI memes of Jay-Z and wigs and throwing shade left and right. She's been calling him out by name for months, and let's be real, nobody keeps quiet that long unless they know there's some truth in what's being said. If Jay-Z really thought it was all lies, he'd have shut it down a long time ago. And when it comes to Jonathan, Nicki says the man doesn't look like he's chasing clout or trying to get rich off gossip. He's just trying to get something heavy off his chest. You can feel that this isn't about fame or money. It's about speaking the truth before it's too late. Someone online said it loud and clear. People love to paint Nicki as crazy, but they swear Jay-Z's the one with the real obsession. They said anytime you hear someone trashing Nicki, bet money that person's got ties to Jay somehow. Folks love to act like he's unbothered, but nah, he's bothered big time. He just hides behind his people, letting them do all the dirty work while he plays it cool. They even called him scared to ever step in the booth against Nicki because he knows he'd lose. But now it's your turn. Do you think there's any truth to these down-low rumors about Jay-Z? Have you ever heard any whispers about him and other rappers behind the scenes? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe. See you on the next one.